What's up, guys? I know it's been a minute since I last posted. I kind of took a little sabbatical through Easter, and then it just went on and on. Uh, do I regret it? No, it was a much needed break. Did I miss you guys? Most definitely. I hope all of you are safe. I know these are really testing times, but as far as my favorite quote from The Dark Knight goes, the night is darkest before the dawn. So hopefully we see the light at the end of the tunnel very soon. I thought I'd bring something very light to you today. This is my EDC, my everyday carry, if you will. These are a few products that are always on me, and I've curated these products over time, and I've found great value in them after kind of going through different variations of each individual product and kind of settled with these at the moment, and I just thought I would share it with you guys. Starting first, of course, is a little satchel, a little pouch, bum bag, I don't know what else you want to call it. And if I'm not carrying a backpack and I just have like minimal things to carry, I always have a pouch with me. I was looking at a few pouches by Supervec, but they were well over 2,000 rupees. This one I got off Amazon for about 400 rupees, and the reason it appealed to me is because of its lack of branding. It's all black, there's no brand anywhere, and it's quite premium quality, including the zips are those water resistant zips. It's quite simple. It just has one main pocket and another pocket inside. I'll of course link all these products in the description, so if you do want to find them, just head down to the show notes and I'll link these products in there. Yeah, so I don't know what the company is called, but I just like it because of the lack of branding all around. It has adjustable straps with the buckle, so you can wear it as a fanny pack as well, but I generally just wear it across my chest. Next is my pair of shades. I always have a pair of shades with me because if you guys have not noticed, I have a huge dark circle problem, so I generally always use shades, and this one is, I think I picked these up from H&M. They were just right off the rack. It was about 600 rupees or something, but I quite like the shape. It's kind of a hybrid between really classic and really modern, so it suited my face. So I think the best shades you can pick up is the one that suits your face. So I really like these, so these are the ones I have at the moment. Coming to my wallet now, I've made a whole video on this wallet. It's the Holden wallet. It's quite minimalistic. It's literally the footprint of your credit card. I've done an ad for these guys as well. I'll link that video in the show notes as well. It's just a few cards and money clip for cash, and it's got this little carbon fiber texture. In the US, you get a wallet called the Ridge wallet, which is very expensive, and this is kind of a rip-off of that for much cheaper. So I'll link the product as well as the video which I've spoken in length about this wallet, so do check that out if you're looking for something really minimalistic. Now this is a little keychain I found on Amazon. Again, it's called Home Direct. It's a little different kind of keychain. It comes with screws, so you basically just unscrew these and you slot the keys that you have in, and they come with washers that go individually between keys, so each key can move independently. And the reason I like it is it's just silent. It's not jingly everywhere you go, so no matter how many keys you have, it's just silent. They also come with extenders, so if you have more keys than just this footprint, you can always put an extender, and they send you extra washers as well. It has a little bottle opener that's really handy sometimes. You never know when you do need a bottle opener, but when you do need it, it's on you. This is a little mobile stand where you kind of can slot your mobile in and watch movies, but I've never used it, to be honest. I know a couple of friends as well who have showed this to and have found value in this and have gone ahead and bought it themselves. But yeah, it's called Home Direct. Again, links in the description if you're interested. My mask of choice is, if any of you are tech enthusiasts, you'll know a tech YouTuber called MKBHD. He teamed up with Dbrand. Dbrand is a company in the US that makes skins for cell phones. They were one of the first pioneers who did that. And they've come up with this design. It's his icons design, which basically have multiple digital icons all around. I would have loved it if it was all black, but they didn't make an all black one at that time. I think they do right now. And internally it has this microbial cloth, so it does protect you. When you wear it, it's kind of got this little division in the center, which I think really looks cool. It looks like one of those Mortal Kombat characters, but I just like this design. It's very comfortable to use as well. You can wear it all day long and you'll never feel suffocated, yet at the same time it protects you because there's no air that passes through, so it's much like an N95 mask, and it's very comfortable, very breathable, very good material. They are expensive, I'm afraid, and I ordered this from the US, so it kind of took a month to come, but it was well worth it. My cell phone of choice, of course, is the Note 20 Ultra. I'm currently shooting on it, and I made a whole video on the Note 20 Ultra on why I've chosen that as my primary phone. It's kind of my primary device, my primary computer, because I do everything off the Note 20 Ultra. It's just my go-to for all things digital, be it work, be it play, download documents, edit videos, shoot, watch movies, cast movies onto my TV when I want to watch even 4K. So I'll just link the video down in the description. If you haven't gone ahead and check that video out, go ahead and give it a look if you are interested in a phone like this or in an all-in-one device. Now, when it comes to earphones, I carry two pairs of earphones, one wired and one truly wireless. The reason why I carry a wired earphones is because when I'm editing on the go, I prefer having a wired earphone because there's zero lag and you can kind of edit audio very precisely. The one that I carry around is the regular AKG ones that came along bundled with my Note 20 Ultra in the box. It comes with USB-C, so I don't have to carry a USB-C to headphone jack adapter. So it goes directly into my phone. And they're tuned by AKG and they're quite good specifically for a pair of earphones that come in the box. They are braided cables, so they're quite sturdy. And I just mainly use these for editing, and that's probably the only time I used wired earphones. My choice of truly wireless earphones, now I had the Jabra 65Ts long time ago, and the only reason I upgraded from those is because that had micro USB, used to charge it to the micro USB, and their next variant was the Jabra 75Ts, added USB-C to that. And I used that for quite some time. I quite like them, really brilliant in sound quality. They were pretty expensive, they're 15,000 sometimes, but I got them for about 10,000 during one of the Amazon sales. And they were really good until a friend of mine had the Samsung Beans in red. Red and black are my favorite colors. So, and he wanted to swap them because they didn't have ear tips and it didn't really fit his ear that well. And he was quite interested in the Jabra, so we just swapped earphones. And I love these because they fit my ear first of all very well. So there's no gray area with this. You're either going to love them or hate them because it's a very different design. It's very unique and it kind of sits into your ear canal like that. But for me, it just fits perfectly. I go running with these and I've not had a problem with them falling off my ears. So they kind of fit perfectly. And the reason I swapped these over the Jabras, first of all, they're Samsung, so the integration between the earphones and my phone, the Note 20 Ultra, is brilliant. Secondly, this case can be charged wirelessly, so I can just drop it on a wireless charger. What I generally do is when I'm charging my Note 20 Ultra, since the Note 20 Ultra can become a wireless charging pad by itself by PowerShare, while I'm charging the Note 20, I'll just turn it on its screen and put power sharing on and just place these on the Note 20 and these automatically charge through the phone. So I don't need extra cables to carry around and just wirelessly charge these. And a great battery life. They don't isolate sound all that much. So if you're looking for passive sound isolation, don't look at these. When I used to use the Jabra, they have something known as transparency mode, which kind of amplifies the sounds around you so you're aware of your surroundings, and I used to always use it in that mode anyway. So these were right up my alley because I didn't really want complete sound isolation, and these are perfect. Surprisingly amazing bass for non-ear tip earphones. If you're using a Samsung phone, I really think you should check these out. They're really good. And last but not least, my watch of choice. I used to use a G-Shock watch for the longest time until I started running somewhere in August. I don't think I can call myself an avid runner just yet, but I have been running consistently since August last year. And I was on the lookout for a watch or a smartwatch, but not something that was primarily a smartwatch and also did fitness tracking, but something that was a fitness tracker primarily and also did smartwatchy stuff. So after a lot of digging and a lot of R&D, kind of finalized on a Garmin. This is the Garmin 245 Music. The reason why I like Garmin is, first of all, it's not touchscreen. It has 5 navigation buttons and you kind of navigate the whole UI with those buttons. So I kind of like that, so there's no accidental touches. This does have GPS, and Garmin was one of the first companies to pioneer GPS on wearables back in the day. So they really know what they're doing. And when I go running, I generally tend to leave my phone at home because I just run with my watch and my earphones. I don't even carry a bottle of water. I just come back home and drink water. So I like to run light. Now, the reason I chose the 245 Music because it had 2 things that I was really looking out for. One was navigation, so my runs could be tracked and then I can come back home, sync it with my phone, and then it syncs with the Nike Run app. And 2, I wanted music because I tend to listen to a lot of music because I don't carry my phone, so I wanted the ability to have music on my watch. So with the 245 Music, you can put your content that you have locally stored onto the watch, or this also has Spotify support. And more often than not, I listen to a lot of podcasts while I'm running, because I'm not much of a reader. I cannot read books for some reason. Most of the knowledge that I get is through podcasts, and I listen to a lot of podcasts. And this has Spotify on it, so I just kind of download a podcast that I want to listen to the night before, and I go with my earphones, and this tracks my run and is my source for audio. So it's brilliant. It is pretty expensive. It's about 29,000, but I picked it up on a 6-month EMI, and I'm done with the EMI right now, so I didn't really feel the pinch. But I love it because battery life goes on for a week if you're not using GPS and music. But if you do use GPS to track your runs and music every other day, this kind of runs for about 3 to 4 days, so which is still brilliant battery life compared to a lot of other smartwatches out there. And the great thing about Garmin smartwatches, it's not that your purchase is going to get obsolete the next year, because they come out very rarely with a new product. I think this came out a couple of years ago and they haven't really upgraded it, so you're still kind of there at the pinnacle of their product line, and your purchase does not go obsolete. So a really good buy. Yep, and that's pretty much most of the devices, gadgets, and the little knickknacks that I carry along with me all the time if I don't have my backpack with me. These are things that are always with me. As I said, if you think you'll find some value in any of these products, I'll link everything in the description, in the show notes, and most of the videos that I have mentioned, like the review on the Note 20 Ultra and the Holden wallet, I'll link them in the description as well. I'll also have my social media links like Twitter and Instagram down there, so I would love to see you guys on those platforms as well. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would really appreciate if you considered subscribing, so go ahead and click the subscribe button down there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.